welcome to this week's episode of My CP Does Not Define Me, where we focus less on the dis and more on the ability of what we can do. Join us every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, live on the Disability Global Broadcast and Facebook Live. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's D to the J with the rollaway. It's that time again. It's Wednesday at 2 p.m. EST time, and it's time for episode 65 of My CP Does Not Define Me. We are live on the Disability Global Broadcast and Facebook Live right here. Welcome everybody, and today is going to be a great day because I got a lot of things to cover, and I wanted to do this show for a while, and I was actually looking forward to having Isabella today, but we actually had to move her due to some exam schedules and things, so she's actually going to be scheduled later in October, it looks like. So when I decided to do this show, I looked at it and I said, what am I going to do? I said, because I haven't really been by myself in a while. Hey, Cindy, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. Glad to have you. I haven't been by myself in a while. I said, what in the world am I going to talk about? And I thought about it, and I said, okay, well, I've done a lot of stuff with my three amigos, the three amigos. I've done a lot of stuff with My CP Does Not Define Me. I've done a lot of stuff with Cheermaster Games. I've done a lot of stuff with Instagram, my blog. And I thought about it, and it kind of hit me in the face like a 10-ton of bricks. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Hey, Josh, thank you guys for tuning in to My CP Does Not Define Me, episode 65. Hopefully, yep, there's a CP acting up again. Hopefully, we're not echoing today, and the sound is coming in free and clear without echo. I had to contact StreamYard and get some feedback on what was going on, and just wanted to make sure it wasn't me. That's okay, Cindy. I totally understand. We're glad to have you here while you're here, sweetheart. When I cannot believe that 65 shows now have come and gone for My CP Does Not Define Me. We have talked about so many things. We've talked about disability etiquette. We've talked about how to, address disability questions. We've talked about, the baby bird flying from the nest, so to speak. We've talked about single parenting. We've talked about so many things that have really impacted so many people, and I'm so glad to be able to do this. But I'm going to take over the next hour and break a couple things down on a surprise that I've got coming up, and I'm not going to unveil the surprise until later on in the show. But whenever I get different ideas, or whenever I get different options, my CP group that I'm part of, and a lot of people will give me ideas and things to talk about and things that I should do, and I'm going to unveil that a little bit later on in the show. But I want to go over just a couple things with My CP. I am right now booked into October, and if you would like to be a guest, I want to go ahead and get this out there now. If you want to be a guest on My CP Does Not Define Me, please let me know in advance, because slots are filling up fast, and as these slots go, they come to it's really first come, first serve. So I can put you in, but it's going to be a little bit later because I'm actually booked. I'm looking right now, and it looks like I am, let me just double check. I am actually booked through October 20th. So the only date I have right now is the 27th of October. So we're getting ready to go into November, and I have a feeling the 27th of October is going to fill up fast. I do want to go over the process of getting selected to be a guest on My CP Does Not Define Me. I don't just automatically put you on my show because you want to be a guest. Before I put anyone on my show, they are interviewed by me through Facebook Messenger, FaceTime, or cell phone contact. Because what I'm going to do is I am going to talk to you first and make sure that you want to share your story. It's going to fit for the show, because I mean, I'll talk about anything, but that may be for another episode. That may be something for the Three Amigos, or another show that we have. I've actually been talking with Shayna. I'm going to get Shayna back here hopefully by the end of September, first or second week of October. So we're gonna try to work together and get something going. Congratulations, Nikki, on the anniversary of your support group. We're very happy about that. Hey, Kim, how are you? Got 3 little ones watching. Hi, son. Hi, Noah. I just, I have to, but I have to overall say thank you to the outpouring of guests that have come in and also been repeats. We've had new guests. We've had several people wanting to be repeat guests on the show, and I am going to get to you. I know I have some backed up emails that I have to get to. I have not forgotten about you. I have probably about 90 things going right now. So if you want to be a guest on the show, please email me at carterdj85@gmail.com. When you email me, I will put your email in what I call a bio. Once I have made connection with you and we have decided to put you on the show, we will get a bio from you and also a picture, a current picture that we will use for the show, for the flyer. Now, I do apologize because I did not have time to do the flyer today. I usually do a flyer for every show, but we had something come up. I had to take care of it. I did. Everything is good now. And I just, it's amazing to me the outpouring of people that have shared just a little bit about themselves to get the I usually do the interviews on Sundays, because Sundays right now are my least busiest day, and every other day is kind of jam-packed with something to do. So if you would, and if you'd like to be a guest on the show for a date after October the 20th, please let me know at carterdj85@gmail.com. Please, in the topic, put, I would like to be a guest on your show. Please send me a current picture. Tell me a little bit about yourself, and then I will contact you via either Facebook Messenger or on the phone if that's what you prefer. I would like to talk via FaceTime first, because it's a little bit more comfortable for me before I just directly call you and that kind of thing. If you are a repeat guest and have not been on in a while, please email me, talk to me, message me, let me know that you would like to be on. Because I also have some folks to contact me through the MyCP does not define me like page, which is fine. And I want to mention a couple things, because there are some changes that are coming and that are actually being worked upon right now. We do have the Disability Global Broadcast like page. That is available right now. You can go to that like page and also listen to the show from our new platform, the disabilityglobalbroadcast.com, and that is going to be the website to go and listen to the show, but the link will be available on the like page as well. I'm not sure if it's available today, but I know that is coming up and in the future. So we are no longer with Let Go Radio. We are now the new platform, the Disability Global Broadcast LLC, and we are glad to have you. Now, the LLC is not in the web address. It is just the Disability Global Broadcast, and that is the like page. And for the web address for the website is going to be the globaldisabilitybroadcast.com, C-O-M. So I do want to let you guys know about that. Now, moving forward, that is what the platform is going to be. That is what the radio is going to be. Can you please drop the page? I will put it in the comments, Nikki, after the show, or Cindy or Josh, if you want to drop that in there for me. Kim, if you want to drop that in the comments for me. It is the Disability Global Broadcast, and then that's the like page, and then the disabilityglobalbroadcast.com is the website that is actually being built and being worked on. So that is coming in the very near future, and I'm so honored and privileged to be a part of that. So I will make sure that it's in the comments once I go to Facebook, unless somebody drops it in there for me as of right now. A couple of things that are happening. You'll notice My CP, My CP Does Not Define Me, my banner has changed. I've also made sure to include the Global Disability Broadcast, the GDB, in my banner on YouTube. So you guys, when you refer to anything with Kelly's Choice Cares, make sure that you tag the Disability Global Broadcast as well, so that the page gets tagged and we get the likes going, and we make sure we want to send the viewers to that page so it does get recognition, and it makes sure to send the traffic flow where it's supposed to go. Okay? So that will hopefully get you guys kind of caught up on where we are with the Disability Global Broadcast. It gets you caught up with My CP Does Not Define Me. Now, there's a couple things I want to kind of branch off of talking about this as well. Yes, Disability Global Broadcast. That is correct. Disability Global Broadcast. That's 3 words. So, and that is the like page as well as the website, which is currently being built right now. And that, again, is with Edwina Wilson and Corey Wilson of Kelly's Choice Cares. That has formally been changed. Congratulations to Miss Winnie on that. She's got a lot of things going on. So we're able to, I'm glad I'm able to be part of that. So a couple things with some shows that I've got going on. Let me address Will's Talk real quick. That was on Tuesdays at 6. Again, I have talked to Shayna, and we are looking at, hopefully, by the end of September, the first 2 weeks in October, trying to get back in there on and there goes the CP again, Tuesdays to get that done. We're still looking for ideas for that, so if you have a topic or an idea that you would like to hear us talk about, or something that you would like us to talk about, you can send us a request there. You can also email me on the My CP Does Not Define Me like page. That is available. So Will's Talk is going to come up. I do want to mention 2 other things with My CP, and then we'll move on from that. I put a new playlist in called DJ's Thoughts, and that is something that I have just started working on. It's kind of like a video blog, but it's a little bit different because I do have my video blog on Wix.com. You can check that out. That is CarterDJ85 at Wix.com. And I am in the process of getting the domain name of the My CP blog Does Not Define Me as well. So I'm in the process of changing that and paying for that URL or whatever that specification is called there. As far as I want to just say thank you to Christina and Kyle for for Talking Topics with the Three Amigos airing on Mondays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We did have a special broadcast yesterday because the internet for Kyle and Christina were out. So I want to thank everybody that has been tuning into that. I am posting the link every Monday to my Facebook page so that you guys actually can go to the Three Amigos like page and watch the show from there, because we will be broadcasting that from that page. If you have not gone to the Talking Topics with my Three Amigos, or with the Three Amigos, please go to it and like it. Let your friends know, because the more viewers that we get and the more likes that we get, people will notice where the shows are going and where they're coming from. Thank you, Josh. www.facebook.com/disabilityglobalbroadcast. LLC. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Great topic, Ken. How men and women should be treated. I can look at that. We can look at doing that. We have discussed relationships, and we have discussed that kind of in a broad scale, but we can also narrow it down. One of the reasons that I'm doing, My Three Amigos, I don't know why I keep saying My Three Amigos. I'm trying to combine My CP Does Not Define Me and the Three Amigos. Sorry about that. I love the fact that the YouTube channel that I have a playlist for each show. I have a playlist for the Three Amigos. I have a playlist for My CP Does Not Define Me. And I also have a playlist for DJ's Thoughts, which is kind of going to be random. And again, that's something that's coming up. Will's Talk has a playlist as well. So if you have not seen Will's Talk yet, you can actually go and check that out. That's WHEELZS, Will's Talk, and that playlist is on my YouTube channel as well. My CP Does Not Define Me, and that will continue to air Tuesdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. But again, that is going to start in the first or second week in October is what we are looking at, because Miss Sunshine herself has got a lot of things going on. What about abuse towards others? That is something that we actually covered on the Three Amigos yesterday, but that is something that I can look at going into abuse in general. That is, because that is very common in the world today, and it doesn't make it right, but it is something that is common toward people in general. Children, men, women. That is something that I can do, the types of abuse, and I can go over that in detail. I would like to actually take a couple of minutes to focus on the viewers of My CP Does Not Define Me right now. For the people that have been supporting me and been with me, since the beginning of My CP Does Not Define Me, of the Sports Menu radio show when I first started, I have to say a big thank you to you guys, because we actually could not do this without you. The Disability Global broadcast could not be a part and could not be made without you fine people, without the viewers and the comments and the messages and all the people that support and all the people that write in and all the people that email and care and watch the show and listen to the show on our platform. Those are the types of things that makes these shows run. And when you have the courage to get your story out, when you literally have the courage to tell your story for somebody else, when you literally have the courage to reach out and tell what is on your heart about your life and what you've gone through, what that does for someone else is it motivates them to be the best they can be. And then perhaps they have enough courage to tell their story. They have enough courage to say, you know what, if Nikki can do it, if Kim can do it, if DJ can do it, if Josh can do it, I can do it. And it motivates others to push themselves to come out from behind the curtain, out from behind the shadows, out from behind the darkness and into the light. So it is so great to have fans and viewers and write-ins and letters. I am so grateful to have a show like this, to be able to do this live every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, because it is so valuable to be able to have a platform to tell your story and to speak about what is on your heart, because the disability community and the disabled community is shunned. And there are so many that almost feel forgotten or unwanted, and it's because of a platform like this and an area like this that we actually can come together and say, okay, look, this is not the case. This is the platform where all that can change. It takes one person to make a difference. It takes one person to make a change. If you have thought about telling your story, bringing your story to light, but you are scared of it, how many people do you think are scared of their story? How many people do you think are scared to tell their story because of how they feel and how they've been treated, whether they have a disability or not? The story is intense. But sometimes you have to do things in fear. Hi, Holly. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate it, sweetheart. I literally have talked to so many people, and I listen to them speak, and it's so amazing. Once they get that first word out and that first line, and they realize that they have nothing to be nervous about, that they can actually go and go to a place where they are safe, and go to an area where they can say what they feel. We got to keep it clean because we are on a professional radio station, but you have a place to use your voice and to be heard and to bring your story across the world. That is the thing about the Disability Global broadcast. This is just not in the United States. This is just not in California. This is not in Georgia. This is not just in South Carolina, North Carolina. This is in Brazil. This is in Israel. This is all over the world, in every city, in every nation. This is being broadcast everywhere to where everyone can hear it and everyone can be a part of it. And that is what's so amazing about a platform like this. But what makes it so great, and you look at the world as it is today, you look at the jobs, you look at the bread makers and the babysitters and the healthcare workers and the childcare workers and the teachers and the plumbers and all of these jobs. You've got businessmen, you've got high conglomerate federations, you've got all of these jobs everywhere that are being broadcast all over the world, and you've got to make all this equipment. But if you look at one thing that makes the jobs run, you look at one thing that makes the jobs what they are, you look at one thing that makes the world go round, it is not money, it is people. In this world that we live in today, all you hear is money talks and bull walks. That's all you hear. Money, 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 money. But if you've got no one to make the money and no one to run the company, which is a P-E-A-P-L-E, people. And y'all know where I'm coming from. I misspelled that all were bad. But anyway, y'all know where I'm coming from. P-E-O-P-L-E. Sorry about that. But one of them, you got to look at it and say, okay, what can I do to make a difference? Ask yourself, what can I do to make a difference? This right here is where you can make your difference. I know that you've asked yourself that question before. I know that someone out there has a story that's so powerful that you can rip down barriers by telling your story and break the gaps of the communication barrier. Because when people can relate to what you were talking about, when people can feel, when people can grab a hold, when people can go to what it is that you were speaking about and go to that place that they've been for years and say, you know what, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. And that's important. That's very important. And you know, people say, well, I used to post videos on YouTube, but I stopped. I used to do this and that, but I stopped because I got negative comments. Let me tell you something. I have learned 3 things in my life about negativity. Don't speak it into existence. Don't worry about it, and bust through it. Because for every negative comment that you get, something positive can come out of it. And that's the thing where really you got to look at life. If you are doing the videos for the comments, you're doing the videos for the wrong reason. I realized that I was so focused on numbers. I wanted people to get up here, and I wanted to see thousands of people, and I wanted to see millions of people, and I wanted to reach people everywhere. I wanted to go from place to place. I wanted to get all the people that I could. But then I was told, don't worry about the numbers. Now, the problem with that is it took it a while to set in. It took it a while to become a reality. It took it a while to become a realization. It took it a while to mean something because of the people that I already had and what I was doing. So the question that you've got to ask yourself right now at this very moment is, what are you doing to make a difference, and why are you doing it? Are you doing it to reach people? Are you doing it to make a difference? If you reach one, you are doing your job. And I got to be honest, Edwina Wilson told me this so many months ago, and I remember how focused I was on the numbers, on the part of, I've got to get the people. But see, what you've got right now, DJ, what you've got right now, My CP Does Not Define Me, is a consistent viewership which is being shared. And every time you share a video that I do, or every time you share a story that someone else puts up, what you are doing, you are connecting a fabric. You are connecting a webbing of fabric to bring a story to life. Let me define this, because I got a couple other things to cover, and I'm going to get to that, but I want to go on this while I'm talking about it because it's powerful. You have to see it here and here for it to come out, okay? You have to realize that in order to make it happen, in order to make it real, in order to make it go and for it to go viral, it's got to start with one click. Every viral story that is done in the world has got to start with one click. One little tiny itty bitty click. And once it goes from there and somebody sees it and says, man, I like that. Let me share this. Let me share this right now. Let me go to the DGB, the Disability Global Broadcast, and listen live on the radio. Let me tell my mama. Let me tell my sister. Let me tell my Aunt Joanna. Let me go over, and you start moving people around, and you start connecting to people, and you start looking for people. And you got to hear this. This dude's talking on the radio about some serious stuff and really getting with it. When you grab a hold of an audience and you grab them to where they can relate to you, you have done your job. Because, see, this right here is more than a job for me. This is a reality. It's not just about how am I going to make money. It's not just about what guest am I going to have next. It's what am I doing right now at this very moment to grab a hold of the audience that is watching and listening around the world. Because I love the way Ms. Winnie explained this. She said it about a year ago. Somebody could be watching you and not click on your video. Now let's think about something. Somebody could be watching you and not click on your video. And what if they tell 10 people and those 10 people do the same thing, but they don't click on your video and you don't know that they're watching? What about that mom that's been abused for 20-some years and she's black and blue hidden in a corner and all she's got is the phone, and she's listening on the phone right now to something that I'm saying to come out of the light and to share her story with somebody else? And you got that abusive husband that's knocked you around for so long you don't know which way to go. Or you got that abusive mom, or you got that abusive dad, or you got that somebody that's abusing a child and has been doing it for so long he or she don't know what to do. What if that moment changes right now and a difference is made? What if that difference can be changed right now? This lady that's up here, let me tell you something. I'm going to mention something. Just because they don't say anything doesn't mean they don't see you. Remember that. And it took, see, a year ago, I was so different. A year ago, I was so different. I was so focused on what I had to get. I was so focused on where I had to go. But the truth is, God set me down, and I mean he set me down and said, look, son, you ain't got to go nowhere. Just speak out your mouth and let me do the rest. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just speak out your mouth and let me do the rest. I'll get you where you need to go. Just do what I tell you. Y'all know what I'm talking about? When you got something on your mind that's powerful that God put on your heart, and you're speaking from this, you're speaking from right here, and all you got and everything you got is coming from here, and you relating to somebody. You relating to somebody, and you sitting there saying, what? Well, she ain't coming. He ain't coming. He He ain't got to say nothing because he can feel. She can feel. And that's where it's got to go. That's when the difference is made. That's when you bust your butt every day to make a difference in your life because they told you you can't and you proved them wrong. That's what life is about. That's where this comes from. That's why I do this, to make a change and to change a can into a can by dropping the T and getting it done. See, our whole lives is based on moments. Not one moment, but moments. We have choices every day as disabled people to make a difference or sit on our butt and do nothing. You know, for a long time, I felt so sorry for myself. And the update on me and the update on myself. See, this is where all of these things come from. All these talk shows, all these Cheermaster Games video channels, all of this stuff is part of who I am. And I remember sitting there doing one thing, working on my CP does not define me. And that's all I wanted to do. And all Miss Winnie asked me is, I want to see you do more. I want to see you do more. Try this. Try this. I want you to do this. And I remember my explosion and looking at her like she lost her mind and saying, woman, are you crazy? I ain't going to do all that. And now I'm doing 10 times more. But see, the point is, you ain't got to do 10 things right. You got to do one thing. You've got to make yourself known. Thank you, sweetheart. I love you to death. I do. You've got to make yourself known, and you've got to relate to people. All you have to do when you tell your story is be real with people. That's what I love about Siobhan. Siobhan is so real, it's almost like a slap in the face. Not the bad kind where you like, daggone, that hurt. But the wake-up kind, like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. And see, I can relate to Siobhan because I understand. See, we in the disability community got to realize we are a group of people that can make a difference and are making a difference. Okay? Understand that when you see this and when you share this and you play this back and you keep asking the question, why does he want me to come up here and share my story? Because your story can affect somebody else. Don't just do it for you. Do it for somebody else. But you're going to realize one thing. When you do it for somebody else, you're also doing something for yourself because it's therapeutic. See, Siobhan, I cannot. She gonna be on the show next week, y'all. I'm telling you, and I'm gonna mention her, and I do a lot. I mention Siobhan a lot because I connected with Siobhan recently over a misunderstanding that really opened my eyes. And I'll be honest, she reached out to me. She reached out to me, as in, where you at? I miss you. Where you at? And I'm like, whoa. So you think about something. You're mad over something, or you think something went a certain way, and then all of a sudden you realize, wait a minute, she ain't mean it like that. We don't have to take everything so literal and make everything so difficult. Sometimes all you got to do is speak your mind and just wait for someone to listen. Because to be honest, when somebody listens, just like she said right up here, and this comment right here, let me pull it back up. Just because they don't say anything doesn't mean they don't see you. Remember that. You can affect a person so deep inside their very soul. I mean, when you get down to James Brown's side, boy, I'm talking about, good God Almighty. When you get down there deep and you rock their very core to where they can't even move. They can't do anything but listen to what you say because you grab their very essence and you shake them to the point of no return. And it moves in their spirit so deep and so far that it shakes the very core of their existence. All because you took a chance to say something. I'm going to say a phrase and I want you to listen to me, because this is one of the most important phrases you're going to ever hear me say. Sometimes silence is deadly, but sometimes to sit and listen is the best way to receive what you hear. Sometimes you ain't got to fix nothing. Just be there and let the person vent, because they done held it inside their soul for so long and they about to break to where they can't stand no more. Let them speak. Let them let go. Let them open up. Because when they open up, if you listen, you might learn something. You might learn something. Everybody needs trying to be a psychiatrist and let them, and all you need to do is this. No, shut up, sit there and listen. Once you absorb it, and once you have a chance to listen to what the person is saying, then ask them, is there something I can do? Is there something you would like? Don't assume they want you to fix something. Just talk to them. Communicate. And communication can be a letter, an email, a text message, a phone call, or you know what a communication can be? Go over and knock on somebody's door. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? Go over and see your friend. Wear your mask and stay 6 feet apart. But you know what? Go over and see somebody. Look at them. Look at them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you miss them. Tell them you miss talking to them. Tell them you want to see them, that you've been thinking about them, that you've been praying for them, that you want to see them succeed. Speak positivity into their lives and leave the negative BS alone. Come on now. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Somebody say something. Don't leave me on here by myself. Come on now. Somebody say something. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is real, guys. This is where life kind of goes. And I know I'm getting hyped up because I'm passionate about what I feel. I'm passionate about what I feel. Don't run from me. Don't run from me. I ain't going to bite you. I ain't going to bite you. I ain't going to bite you hard. I might bite you a little bit. I might nibble just a little bit. It's going to be all right, though. I ain't going to take that much. Listen to me. What is the worst thing that has happened to you? In the disabled community right now, there's somebody sitting there and they got it bad, because there's always somebody worse off than me. Always somebody worse off than me. Because it's hard. Okay? Just when you think it's hard, somebody else got it harder. And I know that might not be what you want to hear. But listen to me. It's the truth. There are people right now starving, hungry, thirsty, no clothes, no nothing, ain't got jack, but they are still living, still crawling, still fighting, still climbing, still digging, trying to get what they can get. And all they need to do is tell their story. But then when the spotlight hits, that spotlight hits just like this, you turn the spotlight on and bam, they freeze up. They freeze up because they get scared. But you know what? Tell Satan to take a hike and do what you got to do in fear. Because you have courage. And courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is doing what's right in the presence of fear. Somebody get with me. Because I'm trying to tell you right now, that's what a problem is. All these women and men and children fighting and climbing and digging and dogging and trying to get the story out and trying to figure out what they do. They've been holding on for so long. They feel like they can't fight no more. Their round is coming to an end. You know, they've been swinging and swinging and swinging. Stop swinging and start talking. You know, and that's true. That's true, Kim. Now I don't believe it sometimes works. I believe it works, but I believe in this though. Prayer without action behind it is dead. Friendship is important. That is very important. That's true. Friendship, being a friend to somebody, and I'm going off this because I told y'all I had just a couple of things. Friendship is important, but don't take advantage of it. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know where I'm at. Y'all been up here with me. I get fired up about something and I get passionate about topics because I see things happen in this world that shouldn't happen. I see things break in this world that shouldn't break. I see communication break down because people are afraid of what they don't understand. Stop being afraid of disabled people and just freaking say hi to somebody for the love of God. Wake up, guys. It's not that hard. You have been putting yourself out because you're afraid of what you don't know, but you won't go up and ask somebody, hi, how are you? I hope you're having a good day. Walk by somebody and smile. What does Edwina Wilson say on her show every time? Smile at someone every day. Remember to smile at someone every day because you never know who you may bless. Do you understand how true of a statement that is? Do you understand what a powerful statement that is? And what a powerful action has behind it? A smile can break through the enemy's defenses instantly. Old expression my mom used to say, honey, you're going to get more flies with sugar than you are with vinegar. I used to look at my mom and be like, what in the world you talking about? In other words, if you want to get somebody's attention, be sweet and blow them a kiss. Don't piss them off. Come on now. Somebody wake up. Y'all with me? It ain't hard. Life ain't hard. Life is a chance to make a difference. That's what life is. That's what life is about. This is my message. Like Nikki said, do it scared. Be scared. Get up off your butt and do something. Change something about your life. Change something about your story. Make it yours. Let people relate to it. Reach out and talk to somebody. Understand that the person that can start to accomplish their dreams has to be you, but you got to take the first step. You can't expect somebody else to do it for you. You can't run around waiting for somebody else to snatch you out of the hole when you don't even reach up for the arm. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You got people that are on their own. Mamas raising 6 children, working 3 jobs, trying to get an education and go back to school. But you know what? She's doing it. Why? Because she's passionate about it. And she wants to make it. She wants to make it real, and she wants to make it her own action. Oh, I can go to church now, honey. Don't you worry about that. I'm starting to sweat up here. Y'all get the spirit moving in me. I might walk up and dance around. I'm telling you what, we do some miracles up here on my CP now. Don't get me going. You got to understand, when I get passionate about something, the spirit moves within my soul, I will go. I will go. Miss Winnie knew it, and that's why she brought me on. Because she saw something in me that not a lot of people saw. Or maybe they did, and I just didn't know it. See, maybe the whole time, it was the way I was looking at stuff. Maybe the whole time, the way my life was, and what was stopping me was my own stuff. Maybe I had all this in me all the time, and I just stopped because of my own fear and my own stuff. Matter of fact, Miss Winnie said you always had this in you. I just helped temper you to bring it out. Now you think about that. You going to school to be a doctor, but you don't put the scalpel in your hand until you understand about it, until you read about it, until you try, until you learn. That's what this is about. That's what this platform is. This platform is a choice. This platform is a choice that you make to make a difference. I ain't forgot about the topic, y'all, but I'm the Lord is moving in me, and I'm not going to stop right now because he told me not to. So I'm trying to tell you, stop choking on what you think people won't do and tell your story. And the thing about it, but you did it. But you did it. And what happened after you did it, Nikki? What happened? How did you feel after you did it? You were so happy you couldn't even contain yourself. And you know it because you have the ability inside of you, but you've got to use it. This is something I want to bring to the attention. A carpenter uses a tool to build a house, but if he don't pick up the tool, what don't happen? The house don't get built. Y'all stay with me. Stay with me. In order to go to church, what you got to do, you got to get up, get dressed, grab your Bible, and get in the car or walk across the street and go. If you don't go and if you don't take action, it ain't going to happen. Y'all with me. Y'all with me. If you don't take action in your life, everything is going to die. If you don't take action to be part of your success, you're going to sit there and the world is going to pass you by. There is somebody out there right now listening to this show, and I've been going for 45 minutes and 45 seconds. There is somebody out there right now listening to this show going, you know what? He's right. But you've got the enemy that's holding you back. You got the enemy that's holding you back because you did something that you used to do, but you got scared because somebody said something you didn't like and you stopped. Action speaks louder than words in some cases, but you got to put action in your faith. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You got to put action in your life. Your life cannot pass you by without action. Because when you stop trying, you know what happens? You speak to exist. Somebody, am I right? If your life does not have action, if your body does not have action, if your brain does not have action, if your soul does not have action, what happens? You shrivel up and you die. Somebody got to realize right now, you've been waiting 20-something years, 30-something, 40-something, 50-something years to tell your story. Your story needs to be told today. You stop waiting for the world to pass you by. Get on the train, get insane, let them words come out your brain. Because you got to know, if you don't take action right now, tomorrow may be too late. Tomorrow may be too late. Some people wonder why nothing happens in their life. Why their life stays in that same stale, putrid stuff that it's always been in. It's because you sit there and you don't let yourself live the way you were born to be. I look at Miss Winnie and I'm so thankful for this right here. This opportunity right now. This platform right here. With 11 minutes left in my show. I talked about My CP Does Not Define Me. I talked about the Disability Global Broadcast. I talked about DJ's Thoughts. I talked about Wheels Talk. I talked about the Three Amigos. You know, I do things for fun. I do Chairmaster Games, which is another YouTube channel that I have that is game playthroughs for Super NES, for Nintendo, for N64, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, all this stuff. But I have decided, Christina and Kyle and some of the group that I talk with have asked me. I told y'all I had a surprise. I ain't forgot. I'm going to start a video documentation of some of my poetry. I have never really done too much poetry out loud because that's a deep part of my life, a deep, 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 and sometimes dark part of my life that I don't get to. But it's called DJ's Poetry Passion is what it's called. And we're gonna start it. I'm gonna start it actually I'm gonna start it the 1st of October. And I'm gonna post randomly. I'm not gonna say once a week, I'm not gonna say twice a week, but I'm gonna DJ's Poetry Passion is what I'm gonna do. And I'm not gonna create a like page, it's just gonna be a YouTube list. It's gonna be in My CP Does Not Define Me, just where everything else is. It's gonna be a playlist that I'm going to do because I've done so much poetry and I come off the top of my head with a lot of my poetry. I never write it down and everybody wonders how I do it. So just today I'm going to speak from the heart. So just listen to me. I got a couple of minutes. Oh, sweet life, how you appear. Only official and oh so dear. Everyone has a chance to get up, sit down, or shut up and dance. There are choices that we all make and there are chances that we all take. But next thing you know, we sit in the sun too long and we die and bake. We ask ourselves the question of why. Why did a man punch in our eye? You better make the choice to live or die because you are the woman and you are the guy that can make your own dreams come true. The action you take is what you make, but don't worry about making a small mistake because you can learn from it in a moment's time. You can learn from rhythm and you can learn from rhyme. Heck, I've learned from mine. Understand that my poetry's passion and comes from my soul. Sometimes I'm mad and sometimes I lose control, but you wonder why. What I do, I'm DJ, and sometimes you are too. What do I mean by that? Because you listen to me, because you watch my show called My CP. I've got so much passion I don't understand, but I don't let it flow from the palm of my hand. It comes from up here, and you wonder why. Why I laugh and why I cry, what I do and what I say. This I might and this I may, but I promise you one thing, this is for sure. Of their CP, there is no cure, but it doesn't matter because it's what I do. Because I do my best to make my dreams come true. And in the end, as I pass away, my soul will go to heaven and live for the day. But know that this is what I say. Only you can make your dream come true. I've got one more verse that I should tell. It doesn't stink because it doesn't smell, but you must realize I ring my own bell, and do you hear the ding? At the end of the day, you wonder the words, and could it be possible to be so absurd? But at that end of that day, before the last star falls, know that this poem is mine, but it's also y'all's. Can you relate to what I say? How could you possibly understand? Trust me, if you don't, I'll explain it to you. All you've got to do is take my hand. So the last 4 lines of this poem reads, reach in that bag and pull out your beads. Success happens over without any needs, because it happens both for you and for me. That is where my poetry comes from. That is what my poetry is. It is a piece of my very soul that I tap into. And it comes out so fast. And it comes out so real. And it comes out so blunt. And it comes out so plain that sometimes I can't keep up. Sometimes I can't keep up. DJ's Poetry Passion, starting October 1st. Guys, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the show today. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for hanging in there with me with all the updates. Chairmaster Games has been new and improved. You can check me out on My CP Does Not Define Me. You can check me out on Chairmaster Games. You can check me out on Cooking with Carter. Worth the Wait, Cooking with DJ Carter. Let me just tell you just a little bit about that really quickly. That is still going on. I am doing most of my videos on Facebook right now. I am going to put them up on Cooking with Carter, but we are working on revamping the entire YouTube channel. That's what we've done. You'll notice the backgrounds have changed. So I am working on that as well. My blog, again, CarterDJ85 at Wix.com. My Instagram, I have not done much with that. That is going to change. I'm also going to put my poetry there, so you will be able to check that out. If you've got a subject that you would like me to do a poem on, let me know. Email me, message me. I'll be glad to do that for you. Please, please, please share this episode and share about the Disability Global Broadcast. Please go to that site. I'm going to put that site up one more time just so that you can see where it is and what it's about. Please go and go to the Disability Global Broadcast, and also disabilityglobalbroadcast.com is the radio station. It will be up. The platform will be up, and we are continuously working on that. So just give us just a little bit of time. Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in to this broadcast. I really, really, really appreciate it. Most of all, guys, I love you. Please do not be scared to contact me. Please do not be scared to be part of this. I am telling you, I am so proud of Miss Edwina Wilson and so proud of Mr. Wilson. They work so hard. It is a process. Life is a process, but I'm telling you, the Disability Global Broadcast is going to make things happen. Go to the like page, like it, understand it, tell people about it, and most of all, please share these videos to your groups, to your friends, to your mama, to your family. Share it to your dog. Maybe he'll take it somewhere and bark along the way. But we have got to get this out here and move this along. This has been one of the most powerful hours of my life. Please, 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 please go back and watch this show, because you might learn something. If you can't be good, be good. Lord, come on, CP. If you can't be good, be bad, but be good at it. This is D to the J with the roll away. Sam, we'll see you next week, next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time for episode 66 of My CP Does Not Define Me.
All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this week's episode of My CP Does Not Define Me. As always, you can catch us every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on the Disability Global Broadcast and Facebook Live. If you haven't already checked out our YouTube channel, My CP Does Not Define Me, we post all of the show videos in our My CP playlist. I'm your host, D to the J with the roll away. And if you can't be good, be bad, but be good at it. We'll see you next week.
Take care, everybody.